Okay, we're doing a demo of the fan motor tester. First one's that Daikin one there, Hefty XT71 that's out of. You can see the lights here indicating the plus 15 and the tacho signal. If I slow that right down, you can see the tacho going there. Okay, this is the speed knob, obviously. Bit of paper fell off that one. Okay, turn it off and pull that one out. The next one's this one. 7-pin Fujitsu outdoor fan motor. I don't know whether you can hear it, but that one's a bit noisy. So the test shows that, yeah, you probably couldn't get away with the level of bearing noise in that one. Now we've got this one, which has got a different kind of plug on it. It goes in there. That's Panasonic out of a CSA 24 BKP. That socket also works for LGs, and if you hold that switch down, it also works for this other Hitachi that I've got over here. This yeah, it's down there. It's got the blade on it. Anyway, if you stick that one in there, that would normally work like this, but this is giving you a demo of one with a short on the 15-volt rail. You see the lights are off. If we pull that back out, turn it back on, see, right, so that one's faulty. Now, we've got this one. This is also a Daikin, but it is an outdoor fan motor out of a RZQ90, and I'm going to hang on to that because that's going to try and turn. Now that one's working, and you can see the tacho signal flashing there, but it's very noisy. So you definitely couldn't use that one with that level of bearing noise. And the next thing I wanted to show you, which is, I suppose, showing that this thing is fairly hard to destroy. That's the plus 330 volts DC, and you'll see the fault light comes on, and you take away the short, and of course the device still works, and we can also short out the 15-volt rail there, no worries, and this light just goes off. So this other part for testing capacitors, just switch it there, put the capacitor on there with some leads, and it's got 600 mic, 6 mic and 60 mic for testing capacitor arrays in inverter aircons, fan capacitors and compressor capacitors out of non-inverter aircons. And when you push the light, it just charges them up, shows on there, and then discharges them. But that's probably not going to remain in the finished device, which will be in a plastic box, and all that will be epoxy potted to stop any damage. So that's the fan motor tester, and this works on Daikin, Fujitsu, Carrier, Hitachi, Panasonic, LG, Samsung, you name it. You've got enough connectors there for pretty much anything. That one won't be on it at the end because that one's too dangerous. That function will be fulfilled with a lead, more like this. There's also this thing that I could show. This is a fan motor simulator. It's got the connector on it there for the 6-pin standard, but I do have adapters to to make it fit to other different ones. So if you put that on there, then you don't need a motor that works. So if you've got a faulty motor, you can put that on the aircon, and that will show you that the aircon is actually going to work without any errors, because it's simulating the tacho signal coming back in there, and it does actually respond to the closed loop speed control circuit as well. So that thing will be available as well. Ouch! Yeah, don't touch the high voltage bit of it. These lights are showing the high voltage DC and the 15 volt DC, and this one's showing the tacho output. It does actually change a little bit as you wind it, not as much as it does with the motors, but and there's also this thing, which is only a very rough prototype, but it shows that the output of the electronic expansion valve, or LEV, or whatever you call it in your brand, is working. You see those lights go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, because the electronic expansion valve is actually a type of stepper motor, where the motor is split into the internal part of the coil, being the rotor, and the external part being that winding that you can pull off the top. Yep, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching.